Hi everyone, I am Dr. Jenkins, and this is the introductory video for Sports Nutrition Lecture and Lab online. So I wanted to record a quick video so I could introduce myself, hi, and go through some of the basics of this course you're about to take. All right? So here we go. This is online sports nutrition lecture and lab. That being said, though, everything can be completed online. So as I begin to go through this, you'll see both the lecture and lab components can be completed 100% online. The assignments, the exams will be submitted online. You're going to be able to go through the material at your own pace. In other words, we're not meeting online at a certain time each week. Instead, each week we'll be covering material. You're going to see that I have videos recorded for you that you can watch at your own pace, okay? So we're not meeting at a certain time. Now, that being said, the students who do best are ones that plan ahead. It might be wise, in fact, it is wise, to treat this like it is an in-person class. So if you can look at your schedule, and you can see what times you have available. Maybe it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. to noon. Whatever the case may be, set time aside in advance. So you know every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. to noon, or whatever it might be, those are the times you're going to be working on online sports nutrition. And then you can turn the TV off, turn your music off, and just focus. By doing that, you're going to make sure that you stay on track. Because you know what's going to happen. If you don't, life gets busy, you're working, doing other things come up, and then it's the end of the week and you haven't done any of your work yet. So think ahead, all right? Okay, I'm going to suggest that you print out the syllabus. I know that I'm older. Back in the day, it wasn't digital, we had to print everything out. But there's still value to it. So I really want to encourage you, it's on Brightspace, print out the syllabus. This has everything you need to know. Let me draw your attention, especially, to the semester schedule. In with the syllabus is a nice rundown of what we're going to be doing each week and what's due each week. This way, there'll be no confusion. You're going to know exactly what we're covering, and you'll know exactly what is due. So you can see for every week what the dates are, what materials being covered in lecture, what materials being covered in lab, and then what's due, right? So you'll know what the dates are, what we're covering in lecture, what we're covering in lab, what's due, okay? There should be no confusion. It's all right here. Print this out, right? Attach it to your wall. Put it in the front of your folder. The other good thing about that is after you finish something, you can cross it off. That's kind of rewarding, right? So each week most weeks we'll be covering one lecture chapter, and then we'll have one lab to go along with it. So usually each week we're going to have one lecture chapter and one lab to do, right? For both the lecture and the lab, you'll see videos posted online. You will watch the videos. For the lecture, you're gonna have access to the lecture video plus the PowerPoint that I'm using and a chapter outline, so you can take notes. So you're gonna watch the video, take notes, study. For lab, it is oftentimes a video as well for you to watch. And in many instances, there's going to be an activity that you need to do on your own. This is a 4-credit class, right? Not just a 3-credit, a 4-credit. That's where that lab comes in. To get that 4th credit, you got to do the lab stuff, okay? Plan ahead. Don't wait till the last minute. Every week, there will be at least a lab worksheet due. And then, oftentimes, as we get a little further along, lecture exams, there are some lecture assignments. There's going to be a final exam. There's going to be an athlete diet plan. There's going to be a couple assignments where I give you an article and have you read it, and then I ask you questions about it, okay? But everything is on here, okay? But you need to plan time to go through the lecture material and the lab material, and then complete whatever is needed for that week. Like I said, for lab, there will always be a lab worksheet. Sometimes there'll be a lab quiz as well. For lecture, every couple weeks there's a lecture exam. Every couple weeks there is an assignment, okay? Everything is due Sunday at midnight, okay? Lab assignments, lab quizzes, lecture assignments, lecture exams, final exams, everything is due Sunday at midnight. You'll see on the syllabus, maybe you've heard the word on the street about me. I do not take late work. I do not take late work. That means if it's 12:01 Monday morning, not taking it, right? So you need to plan ahead. Don't wait until the last minute. Some things come up. What if your computer freezes? There's all sorts of things that can happen. So don't wait till the last minute. Anticipate that something could come up, okay? You also want to be able to ask me questions. Now, I do my best to return emails within 24 hours of receiving them. And usually I'm pretty good about that. But think about the due date, Sunday at midnight. If you email me Sunday night, chances are I'm not going to get that email and respond before the midnight Sunday deadline. I do my best to check emails on weekends, but I'm not always able to. So don't wait until Saturday or Sunday. Email me earlier in the week. That way I can get back to you and you can finish up on the weekend if you need to. But I do not take late work. Now, what if something extenuating, crazy, extraordinary happens? There is unfortunately a death in the family, or you're so sick you're in the hospital. If something extenuating comes up, you need to communicate with me. Send me an email in a timely fashion. If I don't hear from you, then I can't work with you. But if something extenuating comes up and you communicate with me in a timely fashion, I may be able to work with you. But most of the time, I don't take late work, so just plan ahead, all right? Okay, other things. You'll see in the syllabus about a textbook. There is a hard copy textbook, but it is not required, it's optional. What most students tend to do with my online classes, most students tend to give it a week and see how it goes. What you're gonna find is most everything you need to know, I'm gonna be discussing in the videos. So you might just be okay with that. I do, in the syllabus, give you a link to a free online textbook. So you might choose to focus on the videos and then use the online textbook as needed, okay? For lab, there's nothing you need to purchase specially for this. I'm gonna give you all the lab material, but like I said, you want to plan ahead. At least watch the video, know what you have coming. Sometimes I'm gonna ask you to do an activity. One of them asks you to go to the grocery store or look in your cupboard at home. So plan ahead. Don't wait until the last minute. All right, a couple other reminders. When you email me, make sure you email me to my Hudson Valley email address, which is c.jenkins@hvcc.edu. If you hit reply to a group email that I've sent through Brightspace, if you hit reply to that, I'm not going to get it. It's a weird thing on Brightspace. So just make sure that whenever you go to email me, type into the to bar my actual Hudson Valley email address, c.jenkins@hvcc.edu. Along with that, make sure that you are checking your emails, okay? That's how I communicate with you. So make sure you're checking, I would say daily, your Hudson Valley email, as well as checking Brightspace. I will post reminders, but you need to be able to check those things so that if I need to communicate with you, you'll be able to receive it, all right? Lastly, make sure that everything is done by you, right? Assignments, exams, quizzes, Make sure that it's done by you in your own words. In particular, I'm talking about artificial intelligence crap. So no chat GPT, anything like that. Listen, folks, I can tell right away. All right? So just don't use it. Make sure that you're putting things in your own words. Okay? If I do notice the chat GPT or other kind of artificial intelligence, I will give you a 0. If it happens again, I'll report your name to the college, and that could threaten your academic career. So just put things in your own words. Okay? All right, I'm excited about this course, so let's get off on a good foot. If you have any questions, please email me. I look forward to working with you.